Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. Here we are with a reprint of the 1624 Textus Receptus, the text now received by all. Actually, that's what they wrote in their 1633 edition. And that's kind of where you get the term the received text, or the Textus Receptus. And it was done by the Elzevars, and I find it fascinating. Like if you go to Cambridge right now, I think one of the biggest publishers in Europe is the Elzevir Press. And so they did a great job with these things. So this comes from Vance Classic Reprints. And Vance, just because of the cost, he did it for many, many years. And I've got many dozens of his reprints. I think he had 170 some odd. But in hardback, so what is it? If it's over 300 pages, he can't do it any longer because it's going to be paperback and the old spiral bound like Stillwater Revival books used to do. And so he was running a sale on these. These were like less than half price, so I was very thankful for that. I always like to get hard copies. I know computer is so much easier and better to use, but until they don't exist anymore, until the electricity goes out, or whatever the case is. So it's always good to have hardcovers. I just did a recent video on why you should have hardcovers. So this is just a reproduction. Now, it's a copied reproduction like the Kessinger Press over there on Amazon and so many other places. And so the quality of the reproduction depends on the quality of the original. And so this is very important to have. And the text now received by all, basically it was all Protestant countries. What had happened is over the course of time, you had Erasmus had 5 editions, Stephanos had 5 editions, if I remember, and then Bezae had 10 editions, and then you had the King James Version with kind of an eclectic edition using the 1598 Bezae and some others. You know, even like the Bear Bible used the Servetus's Paganini Bible and things. And, just this was the text, the Greek text that was part of what the apostles wrote. Now it's reproductions, obviously. And almost all Greek manuscripts agree with that. And it doesn't matter where they're found in Europe and the different streams, or whether they were in the Byzantine Empire, whether it was Mount Athos or wherever. They almost all agree in totality. Very extremely minor jot or tittle differences, actually, just, and then you have a few manuscripts that have been found recently that don't agree amongst themselves by any stretch of the imagination, so they can't really be used as a text type. Westcott and Hort said they'll just go basically with Vaticanus, which was known to Erasmus, and he said, no, I'm not going to use it. Who was the papal librarian? Was it Bombasius or somebody? So this is, I'm looking at the book of Revelation here, and it looks just about like what you get from TBS, the Trinitarian Bible Society, which so many people use as their basic Greek Testament. It's what I'll let Sister Waldron zoom in. Here's a list of the classic reprints. While we're talking, when I used to take my Greek Bible to church and all that stuff. And the only reason I did that is I was at IBC and I was really trying to learn Greek real well at the time. And I did get proficient in reading Greek, but I wasn't ever great at Greek. Less great at Hebrew, never great at Latin, never great at Spanish, not too good at English. And that's about all I've studied. I've studied some others a little bit, maybe hieroglyphics or something. Paleo Hebrew, studied quite a bit, but never again got proficient at it. So these are good. Let me just do a size comparison here. Like this is a Schuyler Traveris, so you can see it's quite a bit bigger than that, but has really good margins, room to write. and great for comparison purposes, or even if you're translating the Bible or something, this would be really, really good. So we appreciate Vance. Now again, he's quit doing the bigger hardbacks just because of the cost, but he still does some classic reprints. So this is the Elzevir 1624, the Abraham, who is it again? I just was reading that. It is the Bonaventura and Abraham Elzevir, which was an uncle and nephew team. Boy, a lot of room to write if somebody wanted to do that. So God bless. Check out our other videos. We have a whole plethora of various subjects. Subscribe. Leave a 5-star review. No, leave a thumbs up. That's on our Spotify Biblical Archaeology podcast. And we'll talk with you later. So bye-bye.